Colton Underwood did an interview with Vanity Fair addressing everything. Yes, everything. It's very in-depth. I recommend that you read the entire article, but let's talk about some of the main takeaways. Interview was conducted by Chris Murphy, and he said we have to talk about what happened with Cassie Randolph. She alleges that you stalked her, put a tracking device on her car, and she eventually filed a temporary restraining order against you. He asked, can you provide some more context about what was going on in your personal life at the time? Colton said, I was struggling with Xanax and prescription medications. It was a pretty intense moment in my life where I made some really poor decisions. He said it was 2020, it was in COVID, and he was convinced that he was either going to himself or come out of the closet, dealing with suicidal thoughts regarding his sexuality. He said, I will always take accountability. I will always own the mistakes that I made, but everything you're seeing on social media, these videos, these people who have a lot to say is not correct. He was asked if he had any communication with Cassie or her family. He said, no, there is no contact, but if she ever did reach out or want to reach out, I would be open to answering any questions that her or her family would have for me. He also addressed the moment that he asked Entertainment Weekly to not ask about Cassie Randolph in his exit interview from the Traders. He said, I didn't want to add fuel to the fire. I don't feel like it's appropriate that every time I work or I do something that she is mentioned and tagged in hundreds and thousands of articles. I can only speak for myself, but I can imagine that would be extremely difficult and also frustrating. So out of respect for the situation, I didn't want to go into it. But then he said it's important now to be honest and sit here for those of you who've been asking for accountability from me. I have done it in the past. I will continue to do it.